messiest Müller Munich Central Station. It provides a good insight in what is in stock. Quite a bunch of everything. Singles, color changers, glow racers and NASCARs, but nothing of interest for me. At Obletter, about a week after the Easter holiday itself, and while there is no considerable restock for singles or NASCAR diecast, I have indeed spotted something already. Oh, there's Kyandi, what a nice find. Haven't seen her yet from KSR. Quite a nice release. But there we go, finally, a holy grail. Yeah! It's Glow Racers Ramon. You know, I've been searching for that one since January, and I think the wait paid off eventually. Spotting of KSR at my local V-Markt. They've increased prices again to $8.99, but they are stacked with a new case. There's Kyandi again. We've just seen her yesterday at Obletter. Some remnants from 2024 are there too, but it's mostly, except for a few exceptions, brand new from this year. KSR, there is a Lightning McQueen with a sign. We've also seen a normal McQueen. There is Logan Gearsel in the back. It's a pretty good selection, all the highlights, because they receive full cases. Some minis, wave 1 from last year and also from this year. That's it. Okay, there we are, back for another hunting episode. This time I am proudly joined by Cars Universe Belgium.
What's up, guys?
We'll start our journey also to introduce him to our stores at Müller, Munich Arkaden. There we are at the cars section, and
I already found one.
That one quite quick.
10 variant for my diorama.
Well, filming is actually more easy for me when I'm not about to pull some things out in there too.
Ooh, wow, some remnants of case S, I think.
And some of case R2 in terms of, Christina Wieland. So just in case somebody needs Acer.
Oh, Johnson, wow.
Yeah, so she's still there. She used to be there a couple of weeks ago when I wanted to get her for Chris, but he refused, so...
Oh, didn't expect them to be still here after those weeks. Yeah, I definitely already have five new finds for today. Komodo. Still need this one too. And then I would say Christina Wieland as well. The interesting metallic paint job almost. And then finally JW. It's another W.
I have considered getting that one myself, but I'm not so sure about him.
Nice.
I think it's mainly because mine got some chip.
An Acer. Yeah, man.
Still in the wrong color though.
Yeah, kinda. What a way to find my first 2025 cars in store. At least the affordable ones.
So we may just look out for the glow racers too. I'm only a little interested. There is no restock.
Unfortunately. NASCARs maybe, Danny?
Quite some of those have gone.
Just Bubba's and Ryan's, looks like.
Yeah. One Joey and one Karsten too.
Apparently William is always the first one to get sold out, because my friend still needs that one. I never found it. So, and also he's not here, so...
We'll now go to Smyth. So, just for some clarification, Smyths Toys was founded in Ireland in 1986, and then when Toys R Us went bankrupt in the USA, the German market was sold to Smyth, and since then they've started a huge path of expanding to Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and also France and the Netherlands. That's what you'd expect from Smyth, wouldn't you?
Kinda disappointing, to be honest.
At least there is some stuff on sale, so many flywheels down to €4, and actually Kevin Shiftright is so too. They've just forgot to replace the price tag, and that one is down to $4.99.
I see.
And GRC color, so there used to be quite a lot in January. It's down to €4 too. I don't know about Otis. We may try if there is some discount on him, but I don't think so.
He's pretty new anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Nice 5 as well. Haven't seen these in stores ever, so quite nice to see in person.
Yeah, I also think it's a nice group of cars in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just some Radiator Springs buddies.
For the starters of the collection.
Mm.
Below is his Mac.
Yeah,
Might
exactly.
be interested in this one. Still not considering picking this one up?
No, I'm not.
I think it's really worth it though.
Yeah, I know. Might be the fact it's plastic and somehow out of scale.
Yeah,
that's why I might be hesitant with this one.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Well, so this store is a master example of the wanky distribution system at Smyth, because while other parts of the country are still stacked with tons of cars, this one has gotten rid of almost everything even before the sales hit. Müller Munich Central Station.
Let's see what they have. Cave Mater, let's go! This one was on top of my wish list.
Yeah, so I think I can drop that comment now again. Usually that Müller tends to be some sort of a secret bargain store, because you'd find quite some stuff there just randomly that may be of desire. So there's Chris Freitman along with Donna Pitts.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's take a look at the second one.
Yeah, it's basically just lots of Windford.
Tell me about it.
I think it's full of piston cup races here. There's another Floyd behind Claire Ganza. And that's it again.
Yeah, the piston cup races are kind of peg warm here.
Yeah, somehow.
Unfortunate.
And as far as the NASCAR cars are concerned, there isn't much of interest either.
The same ones.
Yeah. At least there are 4 different ones. So the inside, yeah, it's just some remnants from some cases. So I spot Cave Mater there too, behind the Rusty screws.
Ooh.
Somewhere there, and may also show the NASCARs. So, there's Jonathan Wentworth. And some more NASCARs. But there's Danny, in fact. First time I'm seeing him here for quite some time now. Müller Munich Tal.
Finally, yay!
Some spottings and sightings of Case R.
She's so pretty.
Yeah, she actually is.
Gonna take one for me and one for my friend.
There's Logan Gearsel too, another highlight, I'd say.
Yeah, the attack of Windfords.
It continues.
Exactly.
Attack of the clones. We're in the back, but there was a new delivery of Lego stuff, so we couldn't really do any recordings, but
I got my GRC Jackson Stone for a friend, but unfortunately nothing for us was there.
Yet we won't leave empty-handed, so at least Cars Universe Belgium won't. We are at Kaufland, Königsbrunn. They appear to have some stuff from KST too, but of course there's nothing of the highlights. We've also spotted the second wave of mini races from 2025 that features some GRC races again, and they'd also have that Glow Racer track set that I have never seen at Kaufland before. There have been much better prices for that one though, so. Set up like a kid's dream place, there you'd have Rofu now. Well, there we are at Rofu's cars section.
Don't worry guys, I haven't left, I'm still here. And I'm looking for Pam Wheelbarrow.
There used to be about 8 or so of her in stock. And well, there are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. So I think they have only sold about 1 in all.
At least I will get some more support now. Because I think I'm going to take 2. Maybe one for myself and one for my shop.
I have already collected some dust on the blister. That's ugly. I think actually Glow Racers were down to $12.99 recently, so...
Well, it's still pretty overpriced to be honest.
Yeah. Another store of high popularity for kids, Smyths Toys, located at Friedberg. So, we'll take Cars Universe Belgium on his first visit in this store.
Super excited.
Usually connect quite some great childhood memories with this one, because we've been there quite often when Cars 3 launched. So we've quickly take off the camera and tune in again inside. This is your selection. You may remember what was left last time we went here. So, is there anything of high desire for you?
I wouldn't say so. The singles are kind of boring. A lot of 90s for a great price, and then of course 50 cents for Claire Gunzer.
That's insane.
Who would have thought that 2 years ago?
Also of huge interest.
I really like this
Jeff
one.
Govet for €3 and Paul Conriff too. €4 for Sarge. And
I picked this one up too. I
$4.99 for Diana Giordano. And of course Cave McQueen too.
There's a whole lot of choice of the color changes.
Yeah. Last stop on the way in terms of cars is Müller at Maring. They really abandoned their basket forever, I think. Used to be one, and yeah, it's gone now. Is there
it's
anything?
Nice to see this one.
Yeah.
This one usually the first one to be sold out, I think.
I haven't seen them in a while too. I haven't seen Fillmore as a glow racer in a while.
Me neither.
So Doc Hudson. Oh, I wonder why he isn't gone. Ernie.
Ernie's a nice one to see.
Otis. Pitts. And a couple more races. Oh, Carla. TRC Carla. If she was at Smith, we would have taken her.
Yeah, definitely.
We are now at Smyths Toys, Munich Freimann.
Welcome everyone.
And that's actually everything you will get there. Just the amount of color changers, decent selection in terms of characters. This is Kaufland at Munich Freimann, and they happen to have some sort of KST, a beat up fishtail,
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah, as well as Otis, peekaboo. So yeah, there is a whole new package. There we are, Müller Munich East.
Wow, so many old stuff again.
Yeah, just like some Chisakis there. They've also got some color changers down the road.
Same bag warmers we've always seen.
And some NASCARs even. McQueen and Karsten A. Dillon. Most interestingly maybe is that Glow Racers Ramon. Nice to see him. Gonna pick him up for a friend of mine who's still in need. And other than that, we've got a all in all decent selection of single cars from both 2024 and 2025.
And the last one?
Yeah, there is some more, and that's already it. Now we are at the Pep Shopping Center in Munich at
What a
another
mess.
Müller. Well, there is some KSR stuff like Candy and JW, also Cloud Scruggs, and as for color changers, there's not much going around. Christina Wieland, well, yet another Glow Racers Ramon. 2 Glow Racers Ramones. Well, not that I'm not in need of him any longer. I stumble over him quite often. Nacer. I always wondered how it would work when stores don't get full cases. Well, in the case of Kaufland, it's just some sort of pre-assortment of 8 cars only. And that's your couple from KST. The reason why I haven't scored Mr. McQueen's shovel yet. It's the same stuff that my local Kaufland used to have. 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, that's something to report about. Müller, Munich Riemergarten, another shopping mall.
First one that we encounter, pit crew member Sarge. So that's one I will take with me.
I would take him too technically, but I'm not paying so much money for that single accessory. Also because my brother has an older one.
The Racer Rescue one is better anyways.
Yeah. More sighting of that case, and once again Pep crew member Sarge. That's where all of them have been hiding. Some NASCARs inside. Glow Racer Ryan Laney somehow pack one.
Mateo from last year, right?
Yeah, so you see, sometimes
2.
older stuff is left. Also nice speed cone. Those are protected because sometimes they are stolen. And I've also found my best pack warmer friend already. Must be either JW, Christina Wieland, and in this store occasionally Logan Gearsel too. Huge surprise at Smyths Toys in Munich Freimann. They finally pulled out all the singles that were previously somewhere hold back in the back of the store.
I needed this one of the final 2024 cars. I still need it. So
Yeah,
happy to find it.
there are more notable ones that are on sale, like Carla Veloso and Sally, Dave McQueen too.
Aiken is ones you wanted as well, right?
And GRC McQueen there. More color changers and single racers. I'm back at my local Kaufland, which restocked cars. I've been here recently when they had a new batch of toys, but they didn't restock them immediately. Quite some stuff here from KST. So as you may remember from the last footage at a Kaufland, they only have cases of 8 now, and there he is, Lightning McQueen with shovel. Yeah, that's definitely a hit to go with. The only one I need from the case, and he'd be reissued later on, but yeah, of course I'd be a fool if I didn't take him. Well, back at Obleta, and instead of stocking a new case when the stock was almost empty, they go with another restock of case R. So this has been in our stores for 1.5 months now. Nothing new for Glow Racers either. However, there is the new GRC Francesco color changer. However, too pricey, and I had to return my Glow Racers Ramon because the eye decal was peeling. But when I returned it, I noticed the entire batch has that error. Müller at Munich Tal still sticks with case R2. However, they got rid of their basket, but I don't expect the next restock till next month. Also interesting is to see that NASCAR Denny's Vervis is back in stock, and the Transporter Mag is down by about 40%, 17 instead of 30 euros. Singles were briefly back in stock at Müller online, so I made my way to the stores to check if there is a restock of anything. However, passing is still plundered. There is nothing of huge interest from any of the lines here. So as you can see, it's just the same old characters and releases as always. Same applies to the color changers. They got in some of Snotrod and also again GRC McQueen, but that's basically it. What has been restocked, even though it was slightly overstocked already, are the color changers. So here's our second glimpse at the GRC Francesco. I would actually like to have that one, just because I think the yellow looks great on him. It's the most obvious color combo, but in my opinion it looks great, quite well done. Also GRC McQueen, but there are so many of this character already in the color changers line. As to be expected, Opel wouldn't have a restock. In that case, whoever delivered them another charge of case R is the one to blame for. The basket at Tal has still been empty, which means there is actually no restock inside. However, we're gonna quickly check the stock here in the back. Once again, nothing of either singles, Glow Racers, NASCAR, etc.